Hello and welcome guys to today's video. So today we are going to learn at how to book a flight with Skyward Express. Remember, this is my channel and I can urge you to always subscribe to my channel so that you can get informed or updated of how to book flights via various means. So for today we are going to learn at how to book a flight via Skyward Airlines. Skyward Airlines operates mainly in Eastern Africa but the African continent, and it connects to various regions or various cities and counties available in the continent of in the eastern part of Africa. And thank you so much for choosing my show. Kindly, I'm asking you to subscribe. Kindly subscribe. So for today, we are going to learn at how to book a flight with Skyward Airlines. Remember, the main objective of the video is to get you informed and make you learn of how to book a flight with Skyward Airlines. So get to your browser, which could either be your Chrome browser, Mozilla Firefox, or any other kind of browser you are using. Could it be Microsoft Edge or whatever kind of browser you are using? Type Skyward Express or Skyward Airlines. This is the spelling of Skyward Airlines. After typing, click on the first available link in your browser, which is going to take you to their website. After being on their website, we get to this homepage, which takes us to a place where we now decide to book a flight. So I'm going to show you or experiment how to book a flight from Nairobi JKIA. So you choose Nairobi JKIA from in our front page, and then I'm going to fly to Mombasa in our two page. Remember, this from and to could always vary depending on the region or place where you are in and to which you want to book a flight to. So book a flight from Nairobi JKI, since I'm located in Nairobi, and which you if you are located in Eldoret, for example, you are just going to book or type the letter E, and the system is going to also auto suggest for you to choose Eldoret. However, I intended to travel from Nairobi JKI to Mombasa, so I'm going to choose Mombasa in our two. I'm going to click on depart, which is going to show me a calendar, and I'm going to choose that I'm going to be flying on this day, on that is 29th, and then I'm going to return on 5th. This, remember, it's also going to be suggesting me the prices, so remember to click on the one which best suits you financially. Remember, you can also increment or to decrement the number of passengers for the flight. You can say this is the number of adults who are going to fly. For example, I'm going to say 5. You auto increment with this positive sign, and you auto decrement with the negative sign. So click on OK. After clicking on OK, you find the flights which are available during that particular period of time, and the system is going to load and show you the flights that are going to be available. So the flights available for this flight time are going to be from 8:30 to 9:30, from 12 to 1, and later in the evening from 6 to 7. So I'm going to choose a price which I think is best affordable to me, and it's going to be as from 8:30 to 9:30. I'm going to click on the price, and it's going to auto suggest for me the kind of packages that are available. So there is the Sky Saver package, which is going to cost me Kenya shillings 7,600. There is the Sky Value, which is going to cost me Kenya shillings 9,400, and then there is the Sky Plus, which is going to cost me Kenya shillings 12,400. So for this case, I'm going to choose the Sky Saver, which is going to choose to cost me Kenya shillings 7,600, and then it's remember, I filled from option in our previous page because I'm also going to fly back with Skyward Express. If you are not, or if you intend to not fly back with Skyward Airlines, remember to not always fill the from page. So for now, I'm choosing the kind of flight that is going to get me back to Nairobi. After choosing the one that is going to take me to Nairobi, here I'm now choosing the one that is going to get me back. And for here, I can see there are two options. It's going to go from 125 to 245, and one from 745 to 845. I'm going to choose this one, which is going to go for Kenya shilling 7,600. There are also various options available. You see the package available for 7,600 against the package for 9,400 Kenya shillings, and then the package again that's going to cost for Kenya shillings 12,400. So I'm going to choose this package for today. It is going to cost me Kenya shillings 12,400. So after choosing the two flights that I intend to go with and come back with, remember the system will always now share in your screen your choices. So this was my choice that I'm going to travel from Nairobi at this particular time, and I'm going to I intended to pay this particular amount of money. And remember, I can always change, or I have an option to change in the system with this particular time. So I can with this particular icon button. So I can choose to change the flight time and the flight time, because you remember we had three options. I can change the flight time here. um this option by itself is available to me because I chose to return back to Nairobi with Skyward Airlines. Otherwise, if I had not chosen to fly back to Nairobi with Skyward Airlines, then I would not be having this option. And for sure, I'm going to fly back to Nairobi with this option, and I can also as well decide to change the flight time I choose here by clicking on this button. So after confirming that the two of them are correct as to how I had filled my information, I'm going to click on continue. After clicking on continue, a page whereby I'm required to fill my personal details is going to load, and you can see the system is now loading, and I'm now required to fill in my passenger details. Remember, the total cost of my flight is always being displayed at the top right here. So I'm going to choose my input my personal information. So you remember to always input your title. I'm a Mr. Input your first name correctly, put your last name correctly, input your phone number correctly, input your email correctly, input your nationality correctly. You can choose from the drop down. For example, for me, I'm a Kenyan. For me, I'm a Kenyan. So I'm just going to scroll to where there is a K, and then I'm going to choose Kenya. You input your address. So for since these are demonstration purposes, I want to just autofill these with numbers which aren't correct. However, do always keep in mind that it is in violation of the laws and regulations when you give in the incorrect details, and you can be charged for that. And so do always remember to be giving out the correct details while now submitting the information, so that the company can be sure of the kind of person who is going to use their airline, and also be sure of the identity of the person. So I'm just filling this place so that there's a demonstration, so that I can move to the next page. Remember, I cannot move to the next page. I'm in Nairobi for sure. So remember to always input your correct details. This is the place whereby your correct details are required. And so I'm just inputting some figures here, or some numericals, because mm, I am using this for demonstration purposes, and it can allow me to continue to the next page to show you. So input your correct details. I'm kindly emphasizing that you input your correct details at this particular place, because giving out the wrong details or incorrect details can lead you to being taken to court and finally being imprisoned. So remember, these are demonstration purposes, and I'm just inputting numericals so that my identity can be sealed. And please remember to always input or put in your correct details here. So you can add more details if you think you require, but remember that for domestic flights, or if you're a Kenyan and you intend to travel within the country, you always do not require your passport to input. However, if you are traveling internationally, you can choose your document type here, which could be your ID or your passport, and then you can add your passport number and then the birthday here. You can as well choose to subscribe to the news or offers and many more. So I'm going to now auto market this so that I can have my options completed. Then I'm going to click on continue. So the system is now going to ask me to save the details I have inputted, which I'm going to save. And in this particular place, which has loaded, finally loaded, it's going to show me the kind of options that I chose. I chose to fly from 8:30 to 9:30 at a cost of Kenya shillings 7,600. I also chose to fly from 1:25 to 2:45 at a cost of Kenya shillings 9,400. And remember, I can always input additional information if I have an additional information to share here. I always have to click on I've read and understand, click on OK. You can always read and accept the terms. You can always accept that they send you an SMS notification. And then if you have a coupon you will enter it here. However, I don't have a coupon, so I'm not going to I'm not going to share anything because I do not have a coupon. What is a coupon? Maybe for somebody who does not understand, a coupon is uh, and it's like a voucher that's going to entitle you to get a price or get a particular product at a less price than the one which is stipulated. So it's like a check that's going to entitle you, or a voucher that's going to entitle you to get a particular commodity at a cheaper price than the one that is stipulated. So now after, if I have a coupon, you can always input here. However, if you don't have, you don't have to input information. So you can see it's telling me that the coupon is invalid, and it is simply because I have not inputted my coupon. So uh, after that, I can decide now to pay. I now have to pay the price that I've chosen. Remember that the total sum of my trip is going to be Kenya shilling 17,000. So I'm going to click on 17,000. But I can as well decide to hold my booking, but I'm not doing that for now because this is just for demonstration purposes. You pay with M-Pesa, click on click to pay. So when you click on click to pay, it's now loading at a particular place where I'm just asked to pay via PayBill number, account reference number, and the amount to pay. So I pay now here, and then I confirm that I'm going to be available for the trip. However, I don't want to confirm that I'm going to be available for the trip simply because this was just a demonstration purposes. Now, this is how you book a flight with Skyward Airlines. Remember to always choose Skyward Airlines if you prefer to travel uh, here, and that you always have to input your correct passenger details, not just as I did. Remember that was just for demonstration purposes, and there is a way to conceal my identity. I decided to input some just numericals or figures just for demonstration purposes. So please do always remember to fill in the correct details, because incorrect details is punishable by law and can lead you to being charged in a court of law. Thank you so much for having to book a flight with me. This was a booking a flight with Skyward Airlines. Do always remember to subscribe to my channel, put a thumbs up, put a comment. You can also decide to share what type kind of information or what kind of airlines you want always to get to know how to book or to make a booking via the comment section. Thank you so much for being with me. Kindly subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Bye bye.